Lagos never truly sleeps. Even at midnight, the city breathes through the sound of distant horns, rushing vehicles, and restless streets. For 28-year-old Tunde Adewale, it was supposed to be just another ride home after a long day of work. Rain fell steadily against the windshield as he drove through a lonely stretch of road. Then he saw something that made his blood run cold. A black SUV had blocked a smaller vehicle. 4 armed men surrounded it. One of them dragged a struggling man out into the rain. Tunde froze. He reached for his phone and began recording. He had no idea that a single decision would destroy his life. The next morning, Tunde walked into the nearest police station. He handed over the video. He gave a detailed statement. The officers thanked him for his bravery. One officer even shook his hand. "You did the right thing," he said. For the first time since witnessing the crime, Tunde felt relieved. He believed justice would take its course. He couldn't have been more wrong. 3 days later, loud banging echoed through Tunde's apartment. Before he could open the door, it burst open. Armed officers stormed inside. They handcuffed him immediately. Tunde laughed nervously. There had to be a mistake. But the officers weren't joking. They accused him of participating in the very robbery he had reported. The witness had suddenly become the suspect. At the station, investigators showed him the evidence. CCTV footage placed him near the crime scene. Witnesses identified him. His phone number appeared in the contacts of one of the suspects. Everything pointed directly at him. The evidence seemed impossible to deny. Even Tunde began questioning his own reality. How could someone frame him so perfectly? Weeks passed. His employer terminated him. His landlord evicted him. Friends stopped answering his calls. Then came the worst blow of all. His fiancée visited him in detention. Tears filled her eyes. She removed her engagement ring and placed it on the table. Without another word, she walked away. Tunde watched his future disappear before his eyes. Just when hope seemed lost, someone noticed inconsistencies in the case. A young investigative journalist named Adewale. The story bothered her. Something didn't add up. The timeline made no sense. The witness statements contradicted each other. The deeper she dug, the stranger the case became. Someone had gone to extraordinary lengths to frame Tunde. After weeks of investigation, Adewale uncovered a shocking truth. The robbery never happened where the police claimed. The official reports had been altered. The CCTV footage had been edited. Witness statements had been rewritten. This wasn't a mistake. It was a carefully planned operation. And powerful people were involved. That night, Adewale received a call. The voice was calm. Cold. Dangerously calm. "Stop asking questions." Then the line went dead. The next day, she found a bullet on her car seat. No note. No explanation. The message was clear. Someone was watching. Adewale refused to back down. That decision nearly cost her life. Late one evening, masked men broke into her office. They destroyed computers, burned documents, and set the building on fire. By sheer luck, she escaped through a back exit moments before the flames consumed everything. Someone was desperate to bury the truth. With help from trusted sources, Adewale finally uncovered the truth. The mastermind wasn't a gangster. He wasn't a politician. He was a highly respected retired police commissioner. For years, he had secretly operated a criminal syndicate responsible for kidnappings, extortion, and human trafficking. The robbery Tunde witnessed was actually a transfer operation gone wrong. Tunde wasn't arrested because he was guilty. He was arrested because he saw too much. The evidence finally reached federal investigators. Arrests followed. Corrupt officers were exposed. The retired commissioner was taken into custody. Months later, Tunde walked out of prison a free man. The nightmare was over. Or so he thought. That night, Tunde sat quietly in his apartment. For the first time in months, There were no prison bars, no interrogations, no fear. Then his phone vibrated. An unknown number. A single message appeared on the screen. "You exposed one of us. There are still 3 more." Tunde's smile vanished. Somewhere in Lagos, the real nightmare was only beginning.